So, our documentary is about veterans coming back from the war and how they deal and adapt to real life.
Transitioning from the war.
Having to deal with post-traumatic stress.
Post-traumatic stress.
And how
Yeah, so hopefully we can get some interviews with students.
See how they get jobs, how they interact with their family members and friends, how that's different coming back. And
because all I know is that you get those nice little coming home from the war videos where they're either proposing or the daughter's running to them or the wife's all excited.
But that's not always the happy story.
But that isn't always the story, and no one actually knows what the struggles are.
Yeah,
that's
after
probably not
war.
even the story.
Textbooks
most of the time.
Textbooks don't even tell you.
All they mainly focus on is just the actual the bigger bigger picture. So I guess it's just pushing soldiers to the side, and
I mean, think about it. None of us would go fight.
No, I wouldn't. I don't even want to be a cop.
I come back from school and need a nap. Can you imagine coming back from war?
Yep. So I guess all in all,
We'll see what happens.
this is the soldier's story.
It isn't unknown that war is tragic and can cause a great amount of pain and sorrow. For soldiers, the pain and sorrow doesn't end when the war is over. Sometimes it follows them after, and it affects their lives immensely. The most publicized soldier interaction with their families are when they arrive home. It's a heartwarming moment to watch, but that's just about all we see. Out of the many struggles a soldier goes through, post-traumatic stress disorder is the most talked about. Having the terrifying experience of being in the war follows the soldiers when they come home. It affects the soldier's life with flashbacks, bad dreams, and frightening thoughts. Others are coming home with missing limbs, having difficulty finding jobs, and fitting back into society.
What do you think or know about veterans' life after the war? Are they okay? How do they deal with their family?
I know it's very hard for them to transition after fighting in a war for years, whatever, how long ever it took, and then having transitioned to a normal life where there is no firing, no fighting, no guns and things. You have to protect yourself. You don't have to be aware of everything. But transitioning like that would be very difficult for them.
Not a lot.
Are they okay? What about them, their family? And
I watched the movie. I think it's a big adjustment for them because it's something they have to get used to. They're not used to their schedules. So I think it's an adjustment for families, not only for the veterans, too.
Do you believe school teaches you enough about post-war life for veterans?
Not really.
Did you learn anything in history classes?
No.
What about here at this school?
Not really.
Not that much. I usually have to from online stuff. I've learned a lot about it. Some teachers go further into detail than others, but in all, it's about the war. It's not much about what happens after the war for the fighters, I guess.
Do you think you can give us a possible reason why this issue isn't discussed in school?
Probably because school just prepares us for standardized tests so that we can get into colleges, and that's not going to be on a standardized test.
Yeah, so you think that they don't really care about whether or not we want to go into war or not, or join the army?
I don't think they value that.
None of this information is actually useful.
I mean, I don't think maybe the schools find it useful. It's useful, but not to get into college or for our future, which is what school prepares us for.
Soldiers are known for their heroic actions and bravery because what they do for their country is reflected highly upon. Risking their lives for others and defending their nation, once these soldiers are home, a majority of the population seems to forget that that's not where the story ends.
Have you had any personal experience, or do you know anyone that's had to deal with that trauma of coming back?
My brother-in-law was in Desert Storm, so he struggled when he first got back, but I think after a while they do adjust if they get the treatment they need.